Good morning everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, you are all in for a very special treat. Today, let's do a walk around and tour of this absolutely beautiful 2023 Cadillac Escalade Sport Platinum. The Sport Platinum trim is the highest trim that you can buy an Escalade in without upgrading to the full-blown V variant, and this one does come fully loaded with a lot of great features. You do get the 36-speaker AKG premium audio system. You do get the Onyx package, which blacks out certain accents that you would normally find in chrome, such as the front grille, the Cadillac crest as you see there in the front, the emblems, as well as the wheels. You also do get SuperCruise in here, which of course is going to help you drive a bit more at a constant speed. Basically, it's their version of cruise control on essentially every interstate and highway across the United States and Canada. And you also do get a very unique interior. With that being said, a huge thank you to Bob Thomas Prione, who is part of the Thomas Auto Group here in McKinney, Texas, for giving me some time today with this one. And so, without further ado, let's go ahead and let's get started. As you can see on the key fob, you have a couple of different functions, and they include as follows: your lock, unlock, your trunk release, the button here to open up the glass portion, remote start, and your panic button. To remote start the vehicle is make sure the vehicle is locked, and double click the remote start button, and that 6.2 liter V8 will come to life. It will run for 10 minutes and then it will shut right off. But if you want to shut off before the 10 minutes are up, just double click it again and it'll shut right off from there. Coming to the front of the vehicle, as you can see, you have a very nice unique grille. Like I mentioned, this one having the Onyx package does black it out. You have the Cadillac crest there blacked out as well. As you can see, it looks very, very nice. You have a front-facing camera, which of course is going to be a part of your safety feature. And as you pan out, it does look pretty aggressive. And you also do have your front parking sensors. This one here does have a unique set of LED daytime running lights with LED headlamps. And you do get your iconic side markers on both sides. Checking out the wheels and tires on this one, we are taking a look at a set of Bridgestone Alenza tires on 22-inch wheels. And these measure, I can find the size here. Coming to the door handle, the Escalade does come standard with a smart key access system, allowing easy access to the exterior as well as the interior. By having the key fob in your pocket, come up to the door handle here, put your hand in, there's a touch sensor right here, and it'll allow you to unlock the vehicle and jump right on in. Or if you want to lock the vehicle, just close it up, tap this button here, the vehicle will lock, and the running boards will go back into place. The exterior color of this one is finished off in dark moon blue metallic with the black leather and quilted interior. Coming over to the door panel, as you can see, you have some soft touch material on top as well as on the bottom. You have this very nice wood grain trim right here, which is more of a full finish, but it does look pretty nice. Complement to that, you do have this very nice silver trim piece here. You have an aluminum door handle. You do have controls here for your heated and cooled seats on the driver's side. You also have it on the passenger side. Your power locks, power mirrors, power windows, and your two-person memory seating. You also do have a storage area down here, as well as an area for a cup. And then, of course, you just have one of the 36 AKG speakers in the door jamb. You also have this very nice Escalade kick plate. Very nice animation. To start the vehicle, just have the key fob in your pocket or in the vehicle itself. Put your foot on the brake and hit the button to go. Very nice. The Escalade does come standard with a fully leather wrapped rack and pinion power steering wheel with controls here on the left as well as on the right sides. You also have black finish paddle shifters on the left as well as on the right too. You have some wood grain accenting coming down below, which kind of adds Kind of adds a unique look to the steering wheel. You do have your SuperCruise sensor on top of here. You have your attention sensor right there to make sure your eyes are always on the road. To the left, you're going to have your cruise control settings, for collision warning, a heated steering wheel button. You do also have controls here for your hands-free Bluetooth, and this, I believe, is going to be for your voice. You do have your lane departure warning system right here. To the right of that, you're going to have your seek track, controls for the audio as well as your phone, as well as your volume buttons down here, and this one in particular is going to mute the audio itself. As you can see, every Escalade does come standard with a 38-inch OLED display. And what that is that essentially you have 3 different screens for 3 different functions. To the left, as you can see, we are taking a look at a 7.2-inch display that deals directly with driver information. In the middle, you are looking at a 14.2-inch display, which is going to be for your instrument cluster. And to the right is a 16.9-inch display, which is going to be for your infotainment system. So in total, it comes out to just around 38 inches. To the left, at that instrument cluster here at the driver information center, we're taking a look at a few things such as your trip 1 information, which includes your distance and average miles per gallon, trip 2 information, and a blank page. You do have a couple other things here, such as your gauge, map, augmented reality camera, as well as your night vision, as well as your head-up display controls, which include the height of the actual heads-up display itself, as well as the brightness. Pretty cool to see. Come over to the middle here, we are taking a look again at that 14.2-inch display, which looks very nice, and you have a lot of stuff going on here. So in the middle, you do have your speedometer, as well as your current speed. To the left, you're going to have your tachometer, you're going to have your current time, your date, the exterior temperature. You're going to have, of course, any warning signs or anything like that on the bottom left, as you can see, along with your odometer reading, which this one has just over 33,000 miles. And to the right is going to be your fuel range, your fuel gauge as far as how much to empty, and then whatever is playing on the radio, which is pretty nice. Overall, though, I do like the look of the screen, and it is very, very unique. Come over to the right here, this is where you'll be spending a lot of your time. This is, of course, a 16.9-inch infotainment system, and as you can tell, it looks very, very good in person. What we're taking a look at right now is going to be your audio system, which, of course, is going to be very, very unique in the sense that you do have that 36-speaker AKG sound system in here. So first and foremost, at the audio section, we're taking a look at your favorites, followed by AM, FM, and Sirius XM radio. You do have Bluetooth connection in here as well via your phone. And then you have icons down here specifically for things like your favorites, seek track, as well as settings in your HD radio. Coming down here to this left side here is going to be your different submenus. So you have home, audio, navigation, phone, and system settings or information about the vehicle. So as we go to our home page, it's going to give us a couple of distinctive screens here. So you have your audio, navigation, phone connectivity, your automatic parking assist, followed by your park assist system. Then, of course, you do have those in a bit more of a traditional sense. You have your audio, navigation, phone, vehicle information, rear climate control, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, users, Wi-Fi hotspot, as well as settings. Followed by trailering, apps, OnStar services, rear media, ambient lighting, camera, automatic parking assist, Sirius XM, My Cadillac, as well as the video recorder. So this can also be your settings in the sense that you are getting your features in here. So it's going to show you what features come with the vehicle, and you can go into it and go into further detail. So I'll show you guys what I mean here. So for example, let's say we want to go and see our navigation system. It will take us to the navigation system, and as you can see, this is by far one of the best looking navigation systems that I've ever seen in a GM product. As you can see, you have your little menu right here, which includes your map, search, recents, and favorites, followed by settings at the very bottom. But as you can see, the map itself looks very nice and very well put together, and I do like the detail of it, and the quality of it looks really, really good. So let's go back to home real quick. Okay, let's say we now want to go to vehicle information. That's going to give us a lot of different things, such as any notifications, your oil life, a tire pressure monitoring system, fuel economy, such as your average and best MPGs, efficiency gauge, average speed, a timer. This, I believe, is going to be for your pitch and roll, battery voltage, oil pressure, trailer brake controller, which is going to show your gain and output, followed by your coolant temperature, transmission fluid temperature, air filter life, as well as brake pad life. And then you have your traction stability, engine hours, which shows you your total engine hours, followed by your idle, and then the time, date, and of course your exterior temperature. So overall, a pretty clean and pretty cool thing to see, giving you a lot of detailed information, making sure that you're up to speed with the vehicle itself. Let's say you want to go to the settings for this one. And settings, you're going to have 3 different sub-menus on the left. You're going to have System, Vehicle, and Search. System is going to give you things such as display, sounds, voice, conversation enhancement, time, date, and unit, phone projection, phones, Wi-Fi hotspot, networks, device, remote access, language, privacy, as well as vehicle software for any software updates, download preferences, as well as about, and much more. Coming down to vehicle, you're going to have things such as your valet mode, teen driver, which I would not have a teenager drive this kind of vehicle because it's so expensive, but you do have that teen driver mode in here. You have rear seat reminder, you have buckle to drive, you have SuperCruise lane change, you do have driver mode customization, climate, collision detection systems, comfort and convenience, lighting, power door locks, remote lock, unlock and start, and much more. Let's say we want to go and check out our drive mode customization. You have a My mode and you can turn the visualization on or off. Let's say we want to then go to and check out our climate. You have auto fan speed, which of course you can set low, medium, and high. You do have auto cooled seats, auto heated seats, auto defog, auto rear defog, and stuff like that. And it says here, auto fan speed controls the amount of airflow in the cabin, such as low, medium, and high. When climate control is set to auto, higher fan speeds result in faster temperature, which is pretty cool. Auto cooled seats automatically turn on seat cooling at vehicle startup when the cabin temperature is significantly warmer than desired. And for each of these, it'll go into more detail about what those particular things do. So pretty nice to see that. Let's go to our collision detection systems. That, of course, you're going to get things such as your alert type, which allows you, as you can see, it says safety alert seat. Alert type provides you the option of getting safety alert seat vibration pulses on the seat bottom instead of beeps for crash avoidance alerts. You have automatic emergency braking, front pedestrian braking, adaptive cruise go notifier, lane change alert, seatbelt tightening, park assist tow bar, rear cross traffic alert, and rear pedestrian detection. And last but not least, let's go and check out our ride height, since this one does have the suspension upgrade. So automatic entry / egress. It says automatic entry / egress specifies if the vehicle will automatically raise or lower to make it easier to enter or exit the vehicle. So stuff like that you can go into and change, and I wouldn't say change, but you can read about it, and then you can make those updates, or not updates, you can make those changes to your heart's content, which is pretty nice. And then coming down here to search, basically what this is that you can search via A to Z for every single type of setting that you can change and all that stuff. So pretty cool to see that. And so let's say you want to, change, I'm just using this as an example here. Let's go to the chime volume, for example. You can raise or lower it. Chime volume sets the volume level for in-vehicle chimes such as door jar or headlamps if left on. Let's say I want to go to conversation enhancement. Conversation enhancement uses in-vehicle microphones to make it easier for passengers to communicate with each other. This feature is unavailable during the following, and I won't go into more details. So you have stuff like that. And then let's say we want to go to, for example, your head-up display. You can turn that on or off. Heads-up display projects information and updates on your windshield. So stuff like that, you can just go in there and change it, or you can actually just search for whatever it is that you're looking for on top of there. So overall, it's very comprehensive, but it's also very helpful as well. Let's say we come over here and want to take a look at our camera system. Our camera system, of course, is going to be very unique in the sense that you have many different ways of looking at what's going on in front of you or behind you. In the front, you do have your front-facing camera here, your parking sensors. You do also have a 360 camera. You do have a wide view. Overhead, you can see what's going on top. as well as what's going on side by side. You can see what's going on in the rear. Same thing. You have a wide view and overhead. You can see the 3D overhead, which looks really amazing, and you can check any different position. As you can see, it will basically let you see what's going on around you. I mean, this is really cool technology, guys. More vehicles should really come with this because, yes, it will be more expensive, but it's a way to help you stay safe on the road. This right here is going to be for your trailer, or in this case, your tow hitch. This, of course, you can turn on and off the guidance lines, and this is going to be for your towing down there. So overall, you have a very good camera system, as you can see, and it does do a pretty amazing job. And so with that said, guys, that is a look at kind of the settings overview, kind of the information central in the Cadillac Escalade Sport Platinum. So we just looked at navigation, phone, of course, is going to be via Bluetooth and all that stuff, and then vehicle information is what we just went through. So with that said, that's a quick look at the infotainment system here in the 2023 Cadillac Escalade Sport Platinum. Comment below that, you do have your dual zone climate controls, you do have fan positioning, you do have your fan speed in the middle, AC controls there, you have recycling, you can turn this system on or off here, auto air conditioning. And so with that said, although the actual things are integrated up into the screen, each button actually has its own function, and it's allowed to do what it needs to do. So that's really cool. And if you're wondering where the heated and cooled seats are, once again, they're within the door panels. So that's very nice to see. As you can tell, this one here does come standard with a 10-speed automatic transmission. Like I mentioned, you do have a very nice backup camera with guidance lines, and they do adjust as you turn the wheel. You also have a 360 camera right there on the far right, and I just went over the different camera angles, projections, and all that with you guys, so no need of me to do that again. And when you're done, just push P right there to go back into park, which is pretty nice to see. Below that, you have a couple of shortcut buttons here. This is your volume knob here. This right here is going to be for the infotainment screen. So let's say you don't want to dirty up the screen itself. You actually have a little knob that is specifically for that infotainment system there. But around the volume area, you do have audio, phone, navigation, your vehicle information, a back button, and a home button. You have your hazard light right there. You have two cup holders here, which is where I'm going to take out the window sticker, and as you can see, it looks nice. You also have a little storage area, two USB ports, one being a USB, one being a USB-C, which is nice. And you can close it up like that to kind of give it a very clean look. Coming over here, you do have a nice storage area, which also doubles as a cool box. And the cool box is indeed on via those two blue buttons right over there. You can also turn it off if you want to. As you can see, I just pushed it and it turned off itself. So once it cools down, you can start putting your personal belongings in there. You also have two USB ports, a USB and a USB-C. Overall, the space in here is actually quite useful, and it does a pretty good job. We need this at the end here, but check out the seats in the Cadillac Escalade Sport Platinum. It's really nice, as you can see here. I love the material. I love the quality of how the seats look, and it definitely just looks very semi-luxury in here, which makes sense. I love the quilted materials coming down the middle here. You have some very nice side bolsters. You have the Cadillac V right here, which has been a staple for a long time. I do like the white piping here, and as well as the white stitching. Kind of adds a bit of class to the seats, and it does make the seats look really, really cool. And then you do have the AKG speakers on the headrest here for the front and front passenger as well. Coming over here to the glove box, it is dampened in some way. It is dampened, linewood felt, and you have a generous amount of storage space in there as well. And then coming over to the far left, you're going to have things for your two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, hill descent control, different modes here, which we'll go through in a moment. This is to adjust your ride height, parking brake, trailer brake controller. Coming up here, you do have your frameless mirror, which also doubles as a camera, as you can see. Right next to that is your 3 garage home link system. You do have controls here, specifically here, here, and here, that deal with your sunroof. This deals with the trunk and the adjustability of the trunk. You can fold the seats down, which are what these two buttons are for. garage home link right up there, lights right there, and as well as your OnStar. As you can see, you have OnStar, SOS, and your live agent for roadside assistance. You do have a visor here, as you can see, with a mirror, as well as lighting. And as you come over to the modes, as you can see, you're going to have a couple different modes here, such as Tour, Sport, Off-Road, Toll/Haul, and a custom My mode to kind of make it your own. So we'll go back to Tour, which is kind of this vehicle's normal mode, and it's very, very cool to see. But overall, still, I'm very impressed with the Cadillac Escalade Sport Platinum, but we're not done yet. Let's go ahead and continue the tour of this awesome SUV. Coming into the back, as you would obviously expect, not only do you have a lot of room in here, but you also have the same amount of materials. The materials do follow through. So as you can see, you do have the quilted perforated materials coming all the way down, Cadillac V right there, the stitching and piping on the sides, which is really, really good. You do have your rear entertainment system back here in the sense of 2 TVs, which has been a staple for this car for a long time. You do have rear controls here for your climate control. Coming down below that, you're going to have 4 different USB ports, 2 USBs and 2 regular USB ports, or 2 USB-Cs here and 2 regular ports there. You'll have a plug-in down there. Right here doubles kind of like a little storage area, so you can put some small items in, or even, let's say, the remote. You do have 2 seat pockets, one there and one there, followed by your pad armrest with 2 cup holders. Now, this is a bench configuration, which means you're going to have to use these little levers here to lift the seats down to go into the 3rd row. But overall, it's pretty nice. You do have a capless fuel filler in this one. The Cadillac Escalade Sport Platinum does come with LED taillights in the back. As you can see, you do have your blacked out Escalade badging, as well as 600, which is, of course, this vehicle's torque in Newton meters, and the very great / blacked out Cadillac crest in the middle. There we go. We'll just use the key. You do have an automatic liftgate. And when you come inside, cargo space is quite plentiful for this vehicle, as you would expect. With just this configuration being the way that it is, you're looking at around 25.5 cubic feet of space, which is very plentiful, more than enough room to put stuff in, especially if you have kids and you're going on a little day trip. This would be very useful as far as space is concerned. You can fold the seats down via these buttons here, and when you fold them down, you'll expand cargo space to 72 cubic feet of space. Roughly, actually, I think it's 73. And then when you fold down the 2nd row, you'll be getting roughly 120 cubic feet of space. Some have said 110, so a little over 110 to about 120 cubic feet with all the seats folded down for a lot of space. Now, as you can see, you do have your rear protector back here. You have your carpet mats back here. And as you can see, when you lift this up, you have a smaller amount of storage space in here. Overall, not too bad. And when you're done, just tap this button here and it will close automatically. Pretty cool to see. You do have body colored mirrors with LED turn signals on them. Under the hood of this vehicle, we're taking a look at the 6.2-liter dual overhead cam V8. It produces 420 horsepower and 460 pound-feet of torque. It's going to be mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission, and this vehicle is 4-wheel drive. All right, guys, so sitting back in the Cadillac Escalade Sport Platinum. One of the nicest vehicles I've been in, and I have to say, probably one of the best vehicles I've ever reviewed so far. But with that being said, guys, there's one last thing we need to go over, and that is this vehicle's window sticker. Now, I do apologize in advance for the condition of it, but it is still a window sticker nonetheless. As you can see, 2023 Escalade 4-wheel drive Sport Platinum, finished off in the dark moon blue metallic, jet black leather interior. This vehicle in particular does have a starting price of $108,595. This vehicle does have quite a bit of options on here, and it includes the Onyx package, which is for $28.95. You get the gloss black Escalade nameplate, monochromatic Cadillac emblem, which is very nice. The 12-spoke gloss black alloy wheels, very, very cool to see. You get SuperCruise in here for $2,500. That is going to be good, I believe, for 3 years. You have the night vision package for $2,000. Power assist steps for $1,750. You do have the the OnStar connected services for 3 years for $1,500. The car convenience package for $855. The console refrigerator with freezer for $700. The paint color here is for $625. And you do get a credit for the express window up control, not available in the second row, for $50. With that being said, you're looking at just over $12,700 worth of options on here, and with a destination charge of $1,895. Total vehicle price for this when it was brand new was a whopping $123,265. This vehicle does get an overall vehicle score of 5 out of 5 stars from the 4 out of 5 stars from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. And your fuel economy, while it is not great, you're getting 14 city, 18 highway, and 16 combined. But with that said, guys, overall, I had a great time checking this one out, as it is a very special car. I really enjoyed it, and I hope you guys did too. So with that said, everyone, that's going to wrap it up here for this walk around and tour of this 2023 Cadillac Escalade Sport Platinum, finished off in dark moon blue metallic with a jet black leather interior. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.